Hey everyone, this is my walkthrough on Ch.2 Band of Thieves, and Bentley decided to interrupt me while I'm doing my intro, but we really don't care about him because he's explaining something that I've already told you, and you probably already could have figured out on yourself. Anyways, with me is Lil Mad, and we're going to be doing some more missions today.
Yep, I'm going to be here the whole time.
Which is pretty awesome that we're doing a co-commentating Let's Play. So anyways, let's get on and do the next mission, Bug Dimitri's office.
Bug.
This is a pretty cool mission, I must say.
I hate bugs, though. Bugs freak me out. Once during the 4th of July when I was in Missouri, I was holding a sparkler in the air and a bug crawled up my armpit.
We'll be able to listen in on his conversations.
Scared me.
Yeah, I thought things might go more smoothly with an ear on the inside. Just be careful with the fine art. Take any damage and the painting's ruined.
Just to tell you guys, you might want to be really, even though if you remember like from the previous missions how it wasn't really that crowded around here, you're going to want to be more careful because as you can tell right here, hold on, wait, I know there you go. Flashlight guards are now patrolling the streets. You really got to be careful with them.
Very careful.
Flashlight guards have very... We know! So here's the thing. If you enter an area or if you go back to the safe house, you automatically quit your mission. Just remember that. But anyways, flashlight guards have very poor visibility. The only way they can catch you if you are in their line of sight in that flashlight beam. But they're one of the strongest enemies. I would definitely not recommend taking them out with Sly if you get caught. If you can sneak up behind them, that's good. Do that.
I would recommend using Murray.
Yeah, Murray would be a lot more suited to taking out them.
Yeah.
Murray, the cool thing about Murray is that he actually takes less hits to destroy enemies.
Because he's awesome.
Yeah, so anyways, we're just gonna sneak into this window and we go into Dimitri's little nightclub here.
I love that symbol. That raccoon symbol.
Yeah.
The schematic indicates that door is locked from the inside.
That's alright. I never was one for the direct approach.
Swell, because the indirect approach is way up there through that air vent.
I actually know how to play the song on the piano because, I don't know, I just loved it so much.
You should do that. You should, like, make a video of that.
Oh, yeah, I will. You know, wait, we're not supposed to go up there. Hold on, wait. This is what I usually do. You don't have to do what I do. But just remember, if you take any damage, you will destroy that painting. So what I do is I just run like hell! Wait, hold on.
Oh,
yes!
Dude, you almost, not there, but as you jump, you almost touch one of the lasers.
Yeah. You gotta really be careful. Remember, don't touch the lasers.
Right here, right here. Right there. Dude,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
close.
I know. Yeah, remember, this is all post-commentated. So, we already know what happens, but we're still gonna try to act like this is in live time.
Yeah.
And there's Dimitri.
I love his accent.
Oh, yeah. I actually know, because I'm such a nerd, that apparently Dimitri learned all of his English from old 80s hip-hop videos. No, hip-hop, not techno, dude. You know what hip-hop is, like Pharisite and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. I just like this music.
I know, but, you know, I think it's funny that he has that accent. As you can see, these missions are relatively easy and don't take that a lot of time. So, lucky for you guys, I think a lot of these beginning missions will probably be only, like, you'll have, like, two missions per video, which is pretty awesome for you.
Good, yeah. I love how it's still sparkling.
We'll explain that in a little bit. I also want to say that that picture of Sly looks pretty awesome. He looks, like, really cool.
Yeah.
And also, by the way, if you collected all the balls beforehand, here's the safe. So, hold on, let's do this.
Higher level math. That kind of math I can do.
So, 2 through 1. Wait, what the hell? Well, let me press the button for some reason. What the hell?
Dude.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I know. But anyways, what you usually get is a new move. So here's our new move. The knockout dive.
I love how you can hold the move.
Yeah. What? Now, I'm going to explain something that's really awesome. This move actually is from Ch.1. If you remember, it's the first move you get from retrieving the first page of the Thieves Raccoonus back in Pt.II. I know this because I'm a great giant nerd. But
You're not a nerd.
Well, the thing that sucks about this is that, see, look at the slide icon now. There's that little orange thing. You can't, the moves are not unlimited now. You have a limit on how much you can use the moves now, which really does suck. You can only refresh this meter by going back into the save house, or I think entering a new area also works.
Or can't you collecting coins too?
No, I don't think collecting coins does not help. Health helps too, actually. Oh, well, crap. Yeah, so if you don't feel like fighting some guys, running away is always a good tactic.
And you made that buy.
Yeah, but, like Bentley was saying, now since we have the original painting, if we can actually take this back to the safe house without getting hit, we can actually sell this on ThiefNet. And ThiefNet is basically a place where you can use your coins and stolen items to buy really cool moves online. So a lot of the moves you can't get from the safe, you have to buy them.
Yeah, I like Murray's first.
Yeah, but hold on. But the thing is that actually you will need this because there are some moves that you actually do need to buy from this game. We're not going to get into those now, but you will see that later on. We will need to buy some.
Yeah.
So here's ThiefNet. As you can see, there's not much that we can buy right now. We sell that. Well, we have enough to buy the smoke bomb.
I love Fist of Flames.
Oh yeah.
Thanks.
And by the way, yes, since this is gonna be a 100% run, I'm going to try to get all of the moves. So I'll show what all the moves do at the end of the Let's Play. So I'm not gonna get to them now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways,
That's the main objective.
let's go on to the next mission since we have time. It's gonna be follow Dimitri. These missions are very, very, very short. So
I always love doing this mission. It's one of my favorites here.
Yeah, this is a pretty nice mission. The missions really in the Black Chateau are not that hard at all. You should not have any trouble with any of these missions.
I was gonna suggest killing that guy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna really kill him yet. He'll live to see another day.
He's ordered his guards to ring the
Darn.
boat's bell when the coast is clear.
Coast is clear for what?
Of that I'm uncertain. Ring the bell and follow him without being seen. Then maybe we'll find out what he's hiding.
Alright,
That's a good idea.
dang, cookies are done! So anyways, this is Dimitri, as you can tell. Now, I'll say this. Dimitri, he's pretty cool. He's not my favorite member of the Claw Gang. I'm not going to go into other members of the Claw Gang yet. We'll actually get into those in the second level. But anyways, you can follow him any way you want. I usually follow him from the rooftops because he
That's
never
sick,
goes
man.
up there. Yeah. The thing is, you can't get too close to him. And also, at certain times, he will stop and turn around. So you really want to be careful when he does that.
Yeah.
Plus, sometimes you will have flashlight guards following him. So it's probably best to not follow him on the ground. See right there, he's turning around.
Yeah. I love how there's a lot of smoke
Yeah.
in this game, and it's a rated E game.
Yeah, he's smoking. Yeah, you can see the smoke trails from the cigarette.
Yeah.
He's gonna get emphysema.
And he keeps like turning around really weirdly. It looks like he's drunk.
Well, the reason why he's doing that is because if you're following him on the ground, it's to throw you off. Because you don't want to get too close.
Yeah, but look how he turns.
It's kind of cool.
He turns all weird.
By the way, if you guys want to know, because there's been some debate on this, Dimitri is an iguana. He's a purple iguana. So, yeah, there you go. I answered a question that not a lot of people know.
Dude, I like iguanas. They're
Yeah,
colorful.
If I had an iguana, I'd name it Dimitri.
I named mine Jose. It's true. I think that's a perfect name for an iguana.
Because it's
Jose.
Spanish.
Jose.
Well, iguana is a Spanish word.
Oh, that's not
Kind of.
why.
Well, anyways, I'm just getting up to this watchtower. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to really. Bentley, I was just saying that. So,
annoying.
anyways, the thing is, yeah, you're not gonna be able to go up from there. You actually have to get on the ground right here. So, hold on.
You have to be careful with that flashlight guard.
Yeah, flashlight guards are a big annoyance in this game.
But you're kind of lucky that the flashlight guard was in front of him.
Yeah.
Someone's cool.
So here we go.
I love his tail. And I
Yeah.
love how he gets clipped right there.
He
Yeah.
had no idea you were watching while he typed in that secret code. Hold on. Looks like that door leads to the nightclub's aqua pump.
Aqua pump.
This might be useful for the heist.
Now, this part always makes Little Madman happy because, as you can see, hold on, wait. See, as you can see right there, that mission we cannot do a slide. That's gonna be our first mission. That we're not gonna be playing a slide. In fact, that's Murray's first mission. Now, yeah, honestly, all the missions I like the slide missions the most, but Murray's missions are actually pretty fun, considering that pretty much all you're doing is just smashing and hurting stuff.
Yep. It's my favorite.
But we're going to have to tackle the Murray mission another time because I don't think we could probably fit it in. So next time on Slide 2 Band of Thieves, we're going to be taking on a Murray mission and possibly some other ones and hopefully finishing up the Black Chateau very, very soon. So I guess me and Little Mad will see you guys next time.